Eala relishes special homecoming at Philippine Women's Open. Times may have changed, but the feeling remains familiar for Eala as she once again stepped onto the courts of the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center, this time as a professional, playing in front of her fellow Filipinos. Advertisement. Eala on Monday defeated Elena Cariva 6-1, 6-2 in the first round of the Philippine Women's Open, marking her first professional match on home soil. The win completed a full-circle moment for the 20-year-old, who last played at the historic venue when she was 12. There definitely is a sense of familiarity, Eala said. But it has changed a lot since the last time I've been here, she added, noting the improvements made following renovation work for the WTA 125 event. Other stories. Eala says medical timeout discomfort was nothing serious. Twice beaten by Eala, Donna Vekic finds comfort in Manila's warmth. Philippine Women's Open. Schedule, draw, and other details you need to know. I would say it's familiar, but it's upgraded. Beyond competing in front of a home crowd, Eala said the tournament holds deeper meaning as she gets to play with her loved ones watching from the stands. I think it really holds a special place in my heart, Eala said. It's my first ever professional match at home, and I was able to spend it around family, supporters, and surrounded by love. Eala is set to return to action on Wednesday in the round of 16. GMA Integrated News. Tags: Eala, Alexandra Eala, Philippine Women's Open. A homecoming etched in heart and history. Eala at the Philippine Women's Open. In the storied halls of athletic legends, homecomings carry a unique magic. They are not merely competitions, they are symphonies of memory and aspiration, where personal dreams converge with collective pride. For Alexandra Eala, one of the brightest stars in Filipino sports, her return to compete at home during the 2026 Philippine Women's Open was exactly that, a moment suspended in time, deep with emotion, resonance, and significance. At 20 years old, Eala has already crafted a narrative that transcends tennis courts. From junior prodigy to WTA top 50 talent, her rise has inspired a generation of Filipinos. Yet until this moment, there was something missing: the chance to play a professional match on home soil. That changed in a spectacular way at the Philippine Women's Open, a WTA 125 tournament held at Manila's historic Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. From childhood courts to center stage. The story of Alex's homecoming isn't simply about a match, it's about coming full circle. The last time she played at this venerable venue was as a 12-year-old junior competitor. Back then, she was a promising talent, someone Filipinos whispered about with hope. But the world of professional tennis was still an unscaled mountain, with higher peaks yet to be conquered. Fast forward 8 years later, and Eala stepped onto that same court not as a hopeful but as one of Asia's most accomplished young athletes. She arrived ranked world number 49, a position earned with sweat and grit in a global sport known for its unforgiving demands. There was familiarity in the breeze, the echo of past footsteps, the feel of the warm Manila air, but there was also undeniable transformation. The facilities had undergone significant upgrades, with renovations that spoke to a renewed passion for tennis in the Philippines and the country's readiness to host world-class events. The venue she once played as a child had grown up, just as she had. The celebration, not just a match. When the tournament began, excitement wasn't confined to players and coaches. The stands were brimming with Filipinos from all walks of life: students, families, longtime tennis enthusiasts, and a new generation learning the sport for the first time. The atmosphere was electric, a rare phenomenon in a sport that typically thrives abroad rather than in Southeast Asia. For Eala, the support was more than just applause. It was affirmation. It's my first ever professional match at home, and I was able to spend it around family, supporters, and surrounded by love, she said after her dominant first-round victory over Elena Cariva, 6-1, 6-2. Those words didn't just reflect athletic confidence, they revealed a deeper emotional core. This was not merely a win, it was a celebration of identity, roots, and belonging. The match that became a moment. Eala's performance was emphatic and poised, a commanding display that delighted the home crowd. She dictated play with precision and heart, leaving little room for doubt about who held control. Yet beyond statistics and scores, it was the energy she summoned from the stands, the chants, cheers, and national pride that made the night unforgettable. Family and friends weren't just spectators, they were part of the narrative. This was the first time many of them had watched her play as a professional in person. When she stepped onto the court and walked off victorious, it was a moment adorned with cheers from those who knew her dreams longest and best. For a nation that has long waited for a sporting figure to capture global attention, this was more than just tennis. It was an evening where personal joy and national pride intertwined. More than a tournament, a symbol of progress. The significance of Eala's homecoming reverberates beyond her individual story. It signals a new chapter for Philippine tennis, a sport historically overshadowed by basketball and boxing in the local consciousness. Hosting a WTA event like the Philippine Women's Open is a remarkable milestone. It elevates the Philippines onto the global tennis map and offers a powerful platform for future Filipino players to pursue their dreams at the highest levels. Though Eala has honed her craft overseas, training at top academies and competing worldwide, she has always carried her Filipino identity with her. Now, with this home back, she is not just representing herself on the court, she is representing the aspirations of countless young athletes who see in her story a reflection of their own dreams. Pressure, pride, and privilege. Stepping back into competition at home brought with it a spectrum of emotions. Alongside excitement, there was an undeniable weight of expectation. But Eala embraced it, not as burden, but as privilege. In her words, "Pressure is a privilege," a mindset borrowed from champions and adapted into her own competitive philosophy. Indeed, the crowd's roar was exhilarating and intense. Tickets were sold out, not just for her matches but throughout the tournament, something almost unheard of for tennis events in the Philippines. The energy was infectious, and Eala thrived in it. The standing ovations, the collective breaths held during crucial points, and the waves of Filipino flags became moments of shared joy and collective identity. Growth beyond tennis. Within every forehand winner and backhand rally lay a larger story, one of personal growth. Eala's journey to this homecoming was not without setbacks. Earlier in the season, she experienced mixed results at the Australian Open, exiting earlier than she hoped. Yet, rather than allow disappointment to dampen her spirit, she used it as fuel, redirecting her focus and channeling her determination into preparation for this long-anticipated home debut. Her ability to transform challenges into lessons reflects her maturity not just as an athlete, but as a person. She recognizes the privilege of competing at this level, and she embraces the work and sacrifices it requires.